as much as it stinks, what we saw last year, he got hurt, came back, and just ripped the ears off pitchers' heads. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what we need to see every season, like just a slight ding from Cody, and when he comes back, he's all world. No, not seriously, but
Hey, but in all seriousness, you did jinx Cody. I mean, you're the reason, Cole.
we had that a Cubs season ticket holder event in the 1914 suite at Wrigley the day that the Houston Astros came back to town. And I said to Cody, I said, "Hey man, like last time, you faced the Astros, you got hurt in Houston and you were out." And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to do my best to stay away from the wall." And then
Sure
he
enough.
proceeded to not do his best to stay away from the wall.
Oh
Thanks for
man.
that one, Cody. Thanks for putting me on
Yeah,
blast real quick.
exactly. One quick question about Cody, and then I want to get to our rapid fire round. You
Mhm.
were with the Dodgers as well, and saw Cody in his time over there. I think one of the big shockers from me going into this offseason was just how much all the other players rallied around the fact that we need Cody back. And they weren't talking about because of his bat. They were talking about because of just the dude that he was in the clubhouse. Compare that to the way that he exited from the Dodgers. You didn't hear about guys on that team being like, oh man, we need Cody back. Have you seen an evolution in Cody as a leader coming to the Cubs, or was he always that guy with the Dodgers that just wasn't talked about very much?
I think he just leads by example. I
Mm,
think he's just that cool cat that everyone likes to be around, man. I mean, that's the experience I got with him when I started covering him in 2018. That's the experience I get when I see him at the ballpark in 2024. I
mm.
mean, he's one of the coolest guys to cover. Like he's one of my favorite baseball players to watch. When he's going good, I mean, how talented is Cody Bellinger? And I feel, pretty privileged. I was able to cover him in 2019 as MVP season.
Yeah.
I feel like every game that I was out at the ballpark covering, every post game interview on the field was with Cody Bellinger, and it just seems like every game he was doing damage. And maybe it's because his locker stall used to be right next to Clayton Kershaw's, and maybe he learned and plucked things from him, and he wasn't too far around the horn from Rich Hill. And I know that these guys are pitchers, but I feel like they're veterans and they do
Right.
have vastly different styles and completely different careers. So maybe being in between somewhat of a sandwich of those guys kind of showed him how one guy operates and another guy operates, and maybe that kind of reflected upon him. Um, I don't know. He's just always been a good guy to deal with, and win, lose, or draw. If he had a good game or if he had a bad game, he's always going to give you a good answer. It's never going to be rushed, or he's never going to seem like, why do I have to do this? Because I feel like he gets it. And maybe that's because his dad was in the league. I just feel like when guys are easy to deal with, and a guy like Cody, man, he's just always a pleasure to deal with. And he's a girl dad now, and he said that it's one of the things that he's most looking forward to is being able to watch them grow up and do the things that they want to do. And it's been fun to watch him change and grow as a player. I mean, when you think about it, 6 years in a younger person's life is a big stretch, and to
Yeah.
see him go from a guy that was an MVP to having the injuries to after winning the World Series and falling out of favor and being non-tendered with the Dodgers and coming
Yeah.
back and winning National League Comeback Player of the Year and being a family man with 2 kids now and just seeing that he's pretty much the same dude.
Yeah.
Like that just lets you know, man, like that's my kind of cat. I'm always down with Cody Bellinger.